All the World Series of Poker drama. A colossal misdeal cost the player $200K. Daniel Negreanu is done with Martin Kabrhel's antics. Live stream commentary hits new lows. Insanity in the Player of Year standings. Plus, a little more on tonight on...
You're a champion.
Hi, I'm Ryan. Did CoinPoker code RDP June 23rd, 24th, free rolls for code users only. The 250K entry super high roller went down and it was wild with a mind-blowing 56 entries and a first place of 17.2 buy-ins. Wow! Now, look, maybe the stream numbers don't reflect this, but to me, I'd rather watch lower buy-in massive field tournaments that only happen at the World Series of Poker because those are what the World Series of Poker Dream Degen Tingles are all about to me. Like, there are tritons all year to watch the mega pros in a small field super buy-in on a great broadcast. And I know we don't want to watch the $200 deep stack, and I always do want to watch like the 50K PPC, but you know, maybe recalibrate which events to highlight World Series of Poker. However, the broadcasts have been great, much better. I love bouncing around the room, really upgraded with everyone except Blez, which we'll get to later. Now, there were some fun happenings in this 250K though. Early on, Degen scolded old crazy Martin Kabrhel like he's a kid being too loud in the Air and Space Museum.
No, you're not very quiet. When people are in a hand, you need to be quiet. I'm always following near me. Sorry? Don't come into my space.
I'm in your space?
Yes, you can stand there and talk. You don't need to come in.
You are in bad mood, Maria?
No, I'm just saying.
I wish you all the best, okay?
Yeah, but
I wish you all the best.
People are in hand.
Thank you for recommending me.
Wow. Degen is fed up and politely asks him to be quiet. How Canadian. I'm pretty sure we've tried politely asking him to be quiet for years, and it's just coal into his dirty soul of a furnace. So Degen then went full middle school girl and tried talking shit about him quietly behind his back.
There's a gentleman in this tournament that is actively, because he's in this tournament, caused about 5 or 6 people, I would say.
Take the over.
Yeah, he says more than 5 or 6. Problematic, disruptive, over the line. I would have banned him 5 years ago.
I mean, we all love table talk, and I even like a little talking here and there, but once it crosses the line of abuse and harassment, come on,
absolutely
man, you're just ruining everyone's experience.
Why is Degen over it? Doesn't Kabrhel help the game? Well, like I've said, Kabrhel is the Hunger Games. Yeah, he's great TV as long as you aren't selected to be on that TV show. And in a field as small as 56 entries, you either are really likely to play with him, and even if not, you can hear every single word he says within 5 tables away. I know firsthand. But the real issue with this is that he thinks Martin made 5 or 6 recreational businessmen types not play in the 250K because of the likelihood that they would play with Kabrhel. And 5 or 6 bad players in a field that small is literally the difference between the tournament being worth playing for the top pros or not. So if you take those away and you fucking with everyone's money, Martin, nobody's gonna like you or have your back anymore. It's just too much, dude. Now, luckily for the super pros, old Marty McMeth didn't chase away all the bad players. With 3 remaining, we have a pretty wild punt from recreational. Bryn Kenny limps the small blind. He's not the wreck. With 6-7 off, and David Einhorn, the businessman, checks his option with the insurrection offsuit. Wait, Bryn, why are you wearing a collared shirt underneath the New York Knicks? Let's fucking go Knicks. But like, wait, what are you, an immigrant at the water park? Pop off the shirt, man. Let me see what the frog poison's doing for those guns. Anyway, the flop comes 5-4-3 rainbow. Bryn has the nuts. In fact, he can't lose his hand, only chop. So Bryn checks, Ein goes for it, bets 2 bigs, and Bryn goes for the check raise to 7 bigs. Okay, David, so here clearly you just call and try to hit your straight. You don't want to push shit too far. Nope, he 3-bet to 9 million or 18 bigs. And the reason you don't do this is exactly what happens. Bryn Kenny now jams on him and you have to fold. You know, you have 26 more big blinds after folding. You get blown off your equity. But Einhorn, and I've been in this spot when you're against way better players, he says to himself, you know what? I've had enough of this shit. Gamble. And he just snap calls.
Says Bryn, and did Einhorn call? He did.
He's got shop outs here.
And it isn't there.
Really bad call, and obviously he's eliminated in third. Adrian Mateos ended up winning 4.3 million and his 6th bracelet. Congratulations, Matador.
With 1 to come, and it's official. El Conquistador is your 250K No Limit Hold'em Super High Roller champ.
But most of all, congratulations to the self-proclaimed star of this broadcast, Jared Bleznich. You win the award for being the worst commentator maybe of all time. Listen to him completely hijack the moment of Mateos winning a bracelet to make it about himself.
For the last 2 days, I've told the world that is the best no-limit hold'em player on planet Earth. He just defeated the all-time money winner in Bryn Kenny.
Whoa, Blez, you were telling the whole world that Adrian Mateos is good at poker? What insight! Wow! Now, Blez got a ton of deserved hate on Twitter after he commentated for the entire stream this night. He even tilted people to record their screen so ratchet just to yell about him on Reddit.
Ali, I can't take this. I'm not watching a seniors event when we're three-handed for $4 million.
Now, kids, what Blez is doing here is a perfect example of being a chode. Blez wanted to watch the 250K instead of the seniors event final table because 4 million! It's like turning off Schindler's List for Fast and Furious 10 because more special effects. Now, I'm not saying Blez doesn't give the stream something, but he needs to come out of the bullpen. The whole stream, he cannot be there. It's straight up exhausting. He makes the show about him and makes the broadcast borderline unwatchable. Audition some new people like me or rewatch my Bahamas tape. Come on, I can do it, WSOP. What the fuck? You blackballing CoinPoker because of code RDP being so great? Play from anywhere? Anyway, Kabrhel went from pissing off the super high rollers to pissing off the super high pieces of human garbage in the 10K super bounty. Take a look.
I think it's very unreasonable.
Okay, well, you spend the first 30 seconds talking to the other person, so nobody cares what you think is unreasonable.
Can you be quiet, please?
No, I can't be quiet. Can you be quiet?
Can
Can
he
you
be
be quiet? Can you be quiet?
Can he be quiet during my time?
No, you be quiet.
No, please tell
You be
me.
quiet.
Can we start the clock first?
No,
You're ridiculous. You do this all the time. You can't just call the floor. You can't just break every rule.
Can you be quiet?
Can you be quiet?
Sir, it's 30 seconds.
Unbelievable.
I honestly don't know who I like less. Can the floor just rule both of their stacks dead and give it to a guy who looks like sober Mike Holtz? Okay, so who won the super bounty? Another right side of Europe. Oh my god. That hunk is good at poker. To Alex Foxen took down the 10K super turbo bounty for about 600K. I don't know how many more in bounties in his 4th bracelet. Dude, what the fuck? This guy's so good at poker. When I won my bracelet in 2020, he hadn't had any yet. Okay, guys, Alex, Kristen, both of you won a bracelet this year. Congrats. Now go be a power hot couple somewhere else. Like, these two should be like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, like in real life, be CIA spies fucking over Iran, not fucking over fields of fat, sweaty degens in a mental sport. Now, speaking of sexy, cool guys, a lot of homo in this video, but Nick Schulman took down the 1500 limit horse event for 108K in his 8th WSOP bracelet. That win catapulted Schulman to the top of the Player of the Year leaderboard, where he is now just 100 points as of recording this ahead of Alex Foxen, all of whom have passed Sean Deeb, who again came into the summer with a big lead from his WSOP Europe performance. WSOP Europe used to be after the summer WSOP, now they moved it beforehand, and they've also both passed Nio Chiara, who won 2 bracelets in just a few days. So this could become what could become a legitimate fun Player of the Year sweat for everybody. Now on to an event that has, you know, if you followed my channel and me, is a special place in my life, the Colossus, $500 Insanity Fest. Well, it concluded this week in dramatic fashion when the first hand of heads up ended up being the last hand of the tournament when German's 8s lost to Smith's ace-king.
All in and a call on the first hand of heads up. Smith has German covered. Could possibly be packing up for the last time. It's heart.
Yes!
Ish. It's a heart on the river. And this Colossus is over.
That's crazy, huh?
Wait, well, what's so dramatic about that? Hold on.
Heads up play is now underway.
Oh, shit. The button got his cards first. And that's no good. Even in heads up when the button's a small blind, you don't get dealt in first. That means the hand should have been reversed and German would have won with the ace-king. Smith, who had ace-king all night, finished first for 550K, and German, who had a crazy final table to even come back and be there, got second for 367K. So they're all fine, and it's really only if you're a dumbass is this a 200K mistake. I'm not an idiot, and I know God doesn't actually determine the card until it's seen by the human eye. You know what I mean? We don't know what's going on under the table, so it wouldn't have fucking mattered. Who cares? Shut up. As of today, the World Series of Poker, though, hasn't responded to the misdeal deal, and hopefully German gets a free hot dog combo or the sweet release of death.
Claude, can you kill me?
Now, German did comment that he takes solace after the loss, that he lives in the USA and signed up for CoinPoker using the code RDP, so he's going to be able to play in my 10K free rolls that happen every month on June 23rd and 24th. He said he may travel, but since you can play from all time zones everywhere and has a sick iOS app, that's great. You have to use the code RDP to be eligible for my monthly free rolls with soft dummies. JRB, John Robert Bellande, a legacy TV pro, appear on Survivor, a legend of the poker community, who runs a popular game that everyone wants to suck his dick to get into in Vegas, with about $5 million in tournament earnings and an unknown amount of cash winnings. Went super deep in the 3K, where he then went on the coldest streak in NFL history at the final table. This dude lost 3 80-20s with 6s to 4s, aces to jacks, 7s to 6s, and then he ran ace king into aces.
I swear if this was a home game, I would never come back.
Gotta give JRB credit. He really takes those beats better than a black kid crying at Target. Now, Omar Zeze won his first bracelet in the 538K, while JRB took second, amazingly somehow, despite all of this, and 300-something thousand. 120 buy-ins do make the bad beats go down a little easier, but the funny thing about this, if you don't know, is that JRB is kind of notorious for being a bit of a mush in these spots. You can watch YouTube montages of him just getting fucking sucked out on left and right.
It's a 7. Oh, a king for Nadal.
Now, to the 1K seniors event, 7,538 seniors showed up. I say seniors because it's 50 and over, which the poker population's getting a little older now. One of the most popular events every year where real poker is played. You know, fuck you, Blaz.
I'm not sitting next to you to watch a seniors event, Ali.
This guy won, congratulations. But early on, funny moment, men, the master win. Legendary angler / scummy tournament pro with 11 million in earnings. A legend of shady goings on, maybe having his horses chip dumped to him. Tons of rumors. And last year, you may remember, 2 years ago, he pulled back his chips during an all-in and didn't fully pay double up. Anyway, he tried to pull a fast one in this event. Let's take a look. So Men loses this hand, and then when the dealer mucks his hand, Men says, "Hey, I had a flush," on a board where a flush was impossible. And then he tries to dig in the muck to recover his hand. I think he does, but then he realizes that this is not possible, dude. No one's buying your shit. So it's funny that even the angles in the senior event are old and dusty, and this one had no shot. Men, your angles are fading with age. Time to train a new apprentice. And I'm right here. If you want to pull scum angles like that, also, you can't dress like Paddington Bear, man. You gotta be less adorable. You're so cute. Look at the cute little Asian man. Shout out to the dealer for needling him, too.
Flush down the toilet.
Flush down the toilet is not like the best joke of all time, but a good way to make the master look like an idiot. So 5 stars for me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the new dealer rating system that the World Series of Poker unveiled this year. We're in real time on the WSOP Plus app where you register. You rate your dealers 0 to 5 stars. And then we're going to be giving out $500 best dealer bonuses with the top 3 getting prize. I thought it was every tournament, but it's every once in a while. Anyway, they posted a video of one of the early recipients, a dealer, getting the $500 best dealer rating award. Take a look.
And I showed up today and she was like, "I'm going to share something with you after I do roll call, and you're the winner of the star contest." I fought back a little tear, but you know, it's a good way to start my day. After doing 17 hours yesterday, I was cooked. And then start my day like that, I'm wide awake, ready to go.
Now, congratulations, Rick. I'm not gonna shit on this for you. You seem like a really good dude and a great dealer. But the World Series of Poker, hey, guys, this isn't the flex you think it is. What the fuck are you paying these guys that a grown man is getting emotional over a $500 bonus after a 17-hour day? Dealers at the WSOP should not be this broke, man. But also don't raise the rate. I would be crying too if I were a dealer, but only because of the rule that I can't play in my own thing and I'd have so much FOMO watching somebody. Everyone please rise for the Indian National Anthem. Are we at war with India right now? Is this okay? It's Santa! When the Indian National Anthem plays on poker's biggest stage, it reminds us that talent, discipline, strategy, and perseverance can take Indians to the top of any competitive arena. Any competitive arena? Guys, I don't think it matters how talented, disciplined you are. You're drawing dead in the Don't F Women Olympics. Let's be real. Speaking of caste systems, wait, that doesn't even work. But look at what this player did while playing at the Venetian. My man's straight up embarrassing the Venetian floor for doing their job for them. Now he's cleaning chips. The Venetian tournament chips are particularly disgusting. And also, yeah, it should be a surprise to no one that casino chips are the nastiest things on this planet. Like, look at that pile of wipes. They're Petri dishes. But the Venetian ones are notoriously actually disgusting. Like, can't they run them through a dishwasher or some shit in the back? Like, I've cleaned my chip collection. It's not that hard, but... Now anyway, speaking of dirty round things that need a scrub at the Venetian, Daniel Lazarus, my friend and the round American pro, 2 million in live earnings and a lot more online probably, won a tournament at the Venetian the other night where I was playing with him for like 13K and he got a coin while I got scammed on the bubble, but you'll see that in a vlog coming up. We entered together and played, it was fun, but then 2 days later, while me, my wife, and baby had our flight to Newark rerouted to Cleveland where we had to sleep. You just spent your first night in Cleveland, what do you think?
Cleveland is shit.
And I had to play using code RDP on CoinPoker on my phone. D-Laz does it again. My man's won that little shitty 600 for 13K. 2 days later, he goes on to win a $1,600 entry, 500K guaranteed event in the Aria for 142K. Well, really a three-way chop. Danny, like, is addicted to chopping tournaments 3 ways at 7 a.m., I guess. But that's so sick, dude. Congratulations, Danny. And real sneaky placement of the trophy in the picture. It's just like, oh!
It's the trooper.
Shit. Troop? I can't wait to see this. You know how hard it is to not binge watch your old videos all week and waiting to record this? Last time we left Trooper and he was on the way to Biloxi. I'm dying to know how that trip went.
This is CoinPoker's code RDP Trooper moment.
So it's all about making money. It's not about playing poker, you know what I mean? Or playing games or winning or whatever.
Oh, shoot. I thought it was going to be really sad, actually, going back to his old videos, like seeing the decline. But it's actually comforting to know he made no sense in 2012 either. Whoa! Yo, this is history right here. This is the first creepy serial killer POV shot from the troop. It's really fascinating. I like seeing these old videos. It's like going to the War History Museum, but instead of World War II, it's a war between a man and his own demons.
So we're going to go to sleep and hopefully get up tomorrow. When Harry gets back up here, I'll update on exactly how much we made for the day. So Harry just got done with the one.
Holy shit, troop. How violently were you masturbating? You're sweating more than your future self at a Frankenstein machine.
So Harry just got done with the one. Turns out he won it. And I guess I was a little off of my numbers or whatever. And it actually turns out they were up $2,500 for the day.
Let's go, Harry and Trooper's insulin shots. They are carrying these old vlogs.
Make the booty bounce on the dance floor.
Now, he doesn't deserve any applause. He called with King Jack.